Introduction from Chief Operating Officer Sarah Clarke-Kuehn and Operations Director Dave Shaw.
Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning for our Stronger Together SSL webinar. This is the second in a series of webinars that we're conducting to help us engage with our residents. I'm joined today by an illustrious panel. I will introduce myself first and then I will ask them to introduce themselves. So good morning, I'm Sarah Clarke-Kuehn. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Commercial, and that includes looking after the supported living schemes, of which we have 750 across the country. Dave, could I ask you to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for the next hour or so. My name's Dave Shaw. I'm the Director for Sanctuary Supported Living. So I get the privilege of leading SSL in the abbreviated term across the whole of the country in achieving excellence around care and support and housing on behalf of Sanctuary Group. Nice to meet you all.
Hello there, my name's Dylan and I was once a resident of Sanctuary's Brighton and Hove Foyer, and that's a hostel for young people who are at risk of homelessness. Later they found me a flat, and later still I started working with Sanctuary's resident scrutiny panel, in which we scrutinise Sanctuary's services. And I'm also involved in green politics, and it's a pleasure today to bring questions from our residents to Sarah and David, and we will enjoy this event.
And hi, good morning everyone. My name's Deborah. I'm a Sanctuary customer and chair of the Residents Advisory panel. I'm passionate about helping to shape housing services that truly reflect the needs of all residents. I've worked in communications and brand management for about 17 years. I'm experienced in strategy, communications and stakeholder engagement. I also sit on several advisory boards that influence policy and industry change. I'm really looking forward to having this webinar today.
I think just before we go to the questions today, I think just to go back over the last 12 months when we launched our most recent up-to-date resident engagement strategy, and as the sign behind me says, we've tabled that to be stronger together. And today's webinar really is to focus on our younger customers, younger being between the age of 16 to 25s. And we know that Sanctuary supports just over 20,000 residents of that younger age group. And we know honestly that our younger customers face particular and unique challenges and honestly are more likely to struggle and to thrive in their own home that they should call their own home. And that's why today it's really, really important that we want to hear from our up and coming customers of the future, whether they hold a tenancy with Sanctuary today, whether they're in a supported living environment, or whether they've been a customer for many, many years. And there are, in the strategy, three key themes really that we wanted to improve and achieve over the next coming years. The first one is local engagement and local conversations. So a local voice from a younger person, how can they help us to influence and to change service delivery in their immediate community? And that includes a planned residential this year. In summer, I think is the date that we're hoping for, where we bring together engaged, brilliant young people and we support them through a training programme around resilience for them as individuals, so they can actually help and shape the future of Sanctuary over the next coming years. And we also want to make sure there's a something for something offer. So it's not about income, it's not about paid employment, but the feedback we've had from young people so far is about please help me with education, employment, training, apprenticeships, mentoring provision. And as an organisation, we employ 14,500 people. And we think we're really well placed to meet the needs of those young emerging customers as we go forwards. And the final element is really a strategic influence. So as chair of resident advisory panel today, Deborah, I think to see younger people having a strong strategic influence across the group, they are our future customers. And we want to work really, really hard to make sure that their voice is heard and influences and shapes the future of Sanctuary in the next 10, 20 and 30 years.